Young and the Restless, Sally should dump Billy and get with this guy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless, Billy and Sally fizzle out? Alright, so Sally's with Billy right now, but it just doesn't feel like lasting love. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I'm not seeing it. Let's face it, Billy, so far in his life has been nobody's happily ever after. He's been with a lot of women: Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Mackenzie Browning, Kelly Kruger, just to name a few. There's more than that. And many of these ships blew up because Billy just cannot curb his worst impulses. I mean, he's not always to blame for the breakups, like with what happened with him and Chelsea since she cheated with Adam Newman, Mark Grossman. But overall, I would say more often than not, Billy is to blame for when his relationships implode. And I will say, with Sally, that Billy is doing pretty well right now. And to give him full credit, he was a good boyfriend to Chelsea before she cheated. And Billy has gone from co-commiserator with Sally, to being a good friend to now being a pretty good boyfriend. So far Billy hasn't been bad to her, but he's a pretty erratic guy, and that's why most of the time things don't work out for him romantically. So, we're going to talk about some other romantic options for Sally if she decides to dump Billy or he does something to blow up their relationship. Could Sally reunite with Nick on Young and the Restless? Alright, the first possibility we have is one of Sally Spectra's Genoa City exes, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow. He is single as a Pringle. He has been for a long time since he and Sally split. And just recently, he lied to his sister Victoria. He totally punked her in viewers and said he had eloped and remarried Sharon in Europe. And that really ticked off a lot of Chic fans who had been waiting on a reunion. Got them all excited for literally just a minute. And then Nick let everybody down and he revealed he was pulling Victoria's leg. Totally not cool. Anyway, Nick's single and he does have a complicated but very loving relationship with Sally. I thought they were great together. Their only problem was Adam and the fact that Sally wasn't completely over Adam. Plus, Sally being pregnant with his baby was kind of awkward and it was just really bad timing for Nick and Sally because in the end, Adam was the main roadblock. But I think if Sally and Nick tried again, they could work because I do think she is well and truly over Adam. And just as Nick told Victoria, it looks like he and Sharon are going to stick to the friend zone. And let's face it, Sally's not in love with Billy. Adam Newman and Sally Spectra? A potential Young and the Restless reunion? Alright. Number 2 to talk about, of course, is Adam. If a reunion between Sally and Nick isn't in the cards, maybe they'll do one for Sally and Adam. And of course, he's happily back with Chelsea right now, but there's a pretty big faction of Young and the Restless fans that do not like Adam and Chelsea together. To me, it seems forced. And if you recall, literally, Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, nagged at Adam, basically forcing him to give it a shot, and then Adam nagged at Chelsea before she agreed to give it a shot. So, it just doesn't feel organic. And for many fans, the chemistry between Adam and Sally was a lot better than with Adam and Chelsea. Plus, Adam and Chelsea are bickering over Billy right now because Chelsea doesn't want Victor and Adam to attack Billy. Chelsea's made it clear she'll keep fighting to stop Newman Media from going after Billy. And of course, Adam doesn't like that. He's his father's son. So, there's trouble in paradise, let's be clear, between Chelsea and Adam. And he may also sense that Chelsea has unresolved feelings for Billy. Because if you remember, Chelsea didn't want to break up. She kept fighting to get Billy to forgive her and to reunite, to stay with her. And it would be kind of ironic if Adam lost Chelsea to Billy because of residual feelings the same way Nick lost Sally to Adam. All those unresolved emotions. And Young and the Restless could eventually send Adam back to Sally because a lot of fans really like them together. Could Daniel Romalotti be Sally Spectra's next love interest on YNR? Alright, Number 3 is somebody who would be totally new as a potential pairing for Sally. That's Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei. He is going to need some romance once his heart heals after losing Heather. And Daniel and Sally, Courtney Hope, would be a couple that Young and the Restless has never tried. I think Sally and Daniel could be really fun and kind of a refreshing change of pace. They're both creative, so that might work. Plus, Daniel is still looking for a new career path, and Sally might be looking too if she leaves Billy because she would also leave her job. So, she and Daniel might be good collaborators on some creative project together. I think it's a possibility. Something to think about. Sally and Daniel could be cool. Newcomer Holden Novak, a fresh romance option for Sally on Young and the Restless? Alright, number 4 could be fun, but also out of nowhere. Imagine Sally with hunky newcomer Holden Novak. Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, could appreciate it if Holden gave up on Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, and started looking at Sally. Despite Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers offering Holden that job in LA this week, we all know the guy's going to stay in Genoa City because Nathan Owens is on contract on YNR. And let's face it, Hold is way too hunky to leave single.